Greetings everyone, it's your buddy BK here, and today I have a special guest. This is my old Atari 2600, and we're going to play Pitfall. Mainly because I just got the cartridge working again yesterday, and because Pitfall. I don't think you really need a reason for that. So anyway, I figured if I'm going to play it, might as well do this. Maybe someone needs a reminder as to why Pitfall was awesome. So what do you say? Want to go back to 82 and do some jungle exploration? Let's do it.
All we have to do to find our way is to follow nature's clues.
What clues?
The wind is one clue. Listen.
You're going the wrong way.
What did it tell you?
It said we're going the right way.
I said wrong way.
So anyway, like I said, this is my old 2600. This was the second gaming system I had. As you can see, it is the Darth Vader model, so it is post-November 82. I'm not exactly sure when, maybe December. I think we got it for Christmas that year, but it could have been 83. I don't exactly remember. You see, this is the game center that we had with it, with the acrylic top, sporting the fake wood paneling, as well as the fake wood grain little cartridge slot holder here. There's some cool stuff in here, including my little encrypted writing for what was in there at one point in the games. Some fairly minty instruction booklets, like Yara's Revenge is one, and of course the VCS manual. Still calling it the VCS on the manual because why would you change the manual? Atari Force Comics catalog. But anyway, I'm not going to spend much time on the Atari because it's the Atari. I think everyone knows about the Atari. But I do want to talk about Pitfall. Right here, or the Jungle Adventures of Pitfall Harry. This is the OG Pitfall. Pretty simple game. You have 20 minutes on the clock. You have 2,000 points to start out with, and you have 3 lives. Basically, you run around the jungle and you try to collect as many treasures as you can to get the highest score. And you have to do it within the 3 lives or the 20 minutes, whichever you use up first. Now it's interesting because this is the game that taught me, and I'll never forget it, I always try going left. Because most platformers, granted it's not strictly a platformer, most platform-ish type games, I'll say, you go left to right. That's just the way it is. But you never know. There could be something cool if you just try to go left. I mean, look at Metroid. But anyway, in this game, what's interesting is it's like choose your own adventure. So you can go left or right. And there's no difficulty. The A-B switch does nothing on this. So you either go left or you go right, and the overworld, as I call it, the main level, will loop back around. The underground does not, and that's where it gets interesting. So if you go left, typically there's less, this is the way I remember it anyway, there's less expensive treasures or points that you build up from going to the left. And it's also a little bit easier because logs that attack you, we'll call it attack you, roll across the screen. They always roll from right to left. Also, the alligator heads are always pointing towards the left. So you're jumping on the back of the head first, the safe spot where you can land. And also, when you die, you spawn on the very left side of the screen. So if you, say, died in the tar pit, it starts you after it, so you don't have to do it again. Whereas if you go to the right, the logs are rolling towards you and messes up your timing. And the alligators are facing you mouth first, and if you spawn, you have to redo the obstacle again. The other thing is treasures seem to be more prevalent on the right, or at least you find them sooner, like you find a gold bar pretty soon after you start going to the right versus the left, you get the money bag after a while. But the other thing about it is the underground is interesting, because underground is not one for one with the overworld, I'll call it underworld, overworld, whatever you want to call it. So you can go through one screen underground and you're like 3 or 5 screens over from the top. And even more interesting is if you go back through the top section to see, because you can go any direction at any time, where you've gone, you may see a brick wall blocking the screen on, say, like screen 2, but you just went underground and you never ran into it. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of like this wormhole tunnel system underground. But the tunnels are how you get further, because you remember you only have a time limit. So you can never get more time, you can only get more points. And you can lose points if you fall down a pit or if you run into the logs. And depending on how much time you're in contact with the logs, that's how many points you lose. So it's interesting. It's like choose your own adventure. Do you want to go left where there's less reward, it seems like, and you can go faster because you can just keep it at a steady pace and follow the logs, and they can't touch you because they go as fast as you are. So you can get a good head of steam and keep plowing through it quick. Or when you go to the right, it messes up your timing because you can't just stay behind the logs. They're coming at you, so now you got to jump over the logs, and it takes more time to go through each stage, but you may get more treasures quicker. So it's kind of a lot of strategy involved. Now, as a kid, I didn't remember, or at least I don't remember now, knowing it then, that the underground would warp you so many stages. I just remember sometimes there was bricks, sometimes there wasn't, and you might go underground and pass a whole bunch of scorpions, and then you come to a brick wall and you're like, oh crap, and then you gotta backtrack all the way through, and you wasted a heck of a lot of time. So anyway, that's the basic premise of Pitfall. There was a lot of sequels, but this one's the OG, and without further ado, let's play it. Greetings everyone, welcome to Pitfall, the OG Pitfall. Now the eagle-eyed of you will notice there's more screen curvature here. This is a different CRT than what I had the TI-99 hooked up for. And there's a good reason, because the RF input doesn't work on the smaller one. So this one's on Big Bertha. This is a 27-incher. And the screen is not centered on it anymore, but you know what? We all have issues. So like I said, let's do it. As you can see, 2,000 points to start with in 20 minutes and 3 lives. Now, if your points go down to 0, you don't lose the game. You can always get more points from treasures. And yes, I did park my butt on that log earlier just to make sure that was true. So anyway, I'm gonna start going left, show you what I mean, and then let's do it. And no, there's no music in this, except for Tarzan, the death march, I'll call it, when you die. Oh. And the fart noise, when either the log hits you or you fall down. Now, see, if you get a good pace, I could have got that, which I didn't have. Now keep in mind, all right, see that brick wall? Pay attention to that. Now watch what happens. Scorpion, get over here. No. Where's the brick wall? It's not there. Now I'm back at the beginning. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a warp tunnel. It's weird. But we'll go right because that's where the treasure's at. Or at least I'll try to get to the gold bar for you. But see what I mean? Like, it's not as easy going right because you have to jump more and it slows you way down. You park on their heads. Oh, fart noise. Like giant combos rolling at you. Oh man, I haven't had combos in a long time. The nacho cheese and pretzel combos were always my jam. I like the pizza ones too, but that's up to you. I prefer pretzel than the cracker, but I don't know, the cracker pizza ones were pretty good, the pepperoni ones especially. Yes, I've gone on a combo. Hey, come on, come on, come on. See, there's the gold bar. Don't worry, I'm not going to go 20 minutes. I doubt I would make it that long anyway. It's been a long time. I played this a little bit earlier just to relearn the controls because I had forgotten to get off the vine. You actually have to use the controller and push down because I kept hitting the circle button. And I was like, what is going on here? All right, the time, I don't want to take a chance. And go. I mean, the controls are simple. Left, right, button to jump, which I didn't do there. Oh yeah, there it is. Down to get off the vine, up and down to hit the ladder. But you got to go diagonal to hit the ladder, or do you jump and grab it in the air, which is a strong move, but it's not always easy with the. I'm using this is one of the original controllers. Oh, see, that's what happens, and there's a death march. I got a little cocky. There we go. And First stage looping around again, except it's moving. Combos. Oh, see that fell. Whoop. Hello. Whee. You can go like this. See, that's a pretty strong move. In my opinion. Pitfall Harry, obviously, he's a big fan of green. Many shades of green. Should we go? Yeah, you know what? Let's go down here. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling I'm going to get past the scorpions and hit a brick wall. Oh, or I'm just going to nerf it. Come on. Oh, no. Okay. Right on. Nope. Whee. Man, I just keep going. It's like the same 3 going this way. There's got to be something soon. You're not moving. No. Moving down. Yeah. Woo. Follow me, Scorpion. Follow me. Can you jump? No, you won't jump. There we go. Oh, I have a feeling there's gonna. Yeah, why not? Let's warp. Oh, that's why. Brick wall. Oh, there we go. Combo. Whee! Oh, combo. You soil your pants there, Harry. Thank you, Mr. Vine. Oh, I'm not used to things being still. It's kind of eerie. I have a feeling I should have probably headed down below to the underworld. But if I went all the way left and kept going, I'd go back to the beginning. Oh, there we go, another gold bar. Gold bar. It's been a while. I can't remember where the diamond ring and all that stuff is. Oh, I got a little frisky there. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Ooh. Come on. Okay. Actually. Okay. Don't worry, it's not going to go on forever. Or will it? No. I just realized, yeah, it survived for 20 minutes. Kind of like the new Friday the 13th game, now that I think about it. Except you're not trying to murder counselors or escape Jason. Other than that, it's exactly the same, honestly. Ooh. 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 Come on. Oh, I think I'm gonna get it. Oh, that was a nerf on my part. Anyway, that's like 7 minutes, so that was good enough anyway. So, that's Pitfall. It's a cool game. I like it, and the tunnels make it interesting because there's stuff I could have missed by not taking the tunnels, and I'm sure I did. I think the diamond ring was underground at one point, but it's been way too long. So yeah, most of you probably remember Pitfall. It's a good time. It is a good time. I remember making it through all 20 minutes before. I don't remember what my score was, but it's just, yeah, choose your own adventure. Yeah, at your own pace, and it's relaxing, and it's quiet, just like the real jungle. So anyway, that's it for me for now. I'll probably do some more Atari stuff at some point, like Star Raiders and Jar's Revenge, and maybe a Demon Attack versus Demon Attack and TI-99 or something like that. So till next time, stay awesome, stay gaming. Peace out.